Gaffer, I mean, what an afternoon it must have been for yourself and Paul Thurwell, because the lads really did put in a really good performance first half and second half as well.
Yeah, I thought that. We just said at half time, come on, let's convert the chances. Let's have a bit more edge about us in that final third, because we were queuing up at times, and it's not being condescending to the opposition. I felt that we were on the front foot for the large part, a good possession, and we just needed that little edge to us in front of goal, and we showed that though in the second half, and we could have scored more, but a thoroughly satisfying afternoon.
Yeah, not a lot of games this season on the road we've had to sort of weather a little bit of a storm, but the lads didn't allow that here. They took the game by scruff of the neck and got in the front foot first couple of minutes, so how pleased are you to see that sort of intent, especially with tough games to come as well?
Well, the lads they're a good bunch, but they're saying the right things themselves, and they're driving each other on. Before the game, they all were aware that Forest Green, where we were this time last year, they're against the ropes, but they're coming out fighting. And every game that we've watched of them recently, they've worked hard, and their games could have gone either way. So, and the lads are aware of that, and they were saying that amongst the group. And so they carried out the words, and they started bright on the front foot, looking to pass it, looking to frustrate the home crowd and the home players, and we grew into the game nicely.
Yeah, and obviously, there's a chance that heads could drop at half time with the chance we had and we didn't get the lead, but how proud are you, the lads, to keep going, keep the resilience up and to get the breakthrough when it comes?
Well, you can't, we did actually say that, and the lads are saying it as well at half time, that you can't allow yourself to become frustrated. It's 0-0, and we tried to put a positive spin on things, that look, you keep playing like that, you're more than likely to come out with a win if you just add that final edge and a bit more composure. But we did do that, and it's a good scoreline for us.
Yeah, Jack Muldoon, I mean, there's not much guarantees in football, but in terms of being in the right place, he's someone that guarantees that, so you must be pleased for him to get yet another goal to his name.
Well, I just keep saying he keeps getting better. I just called him our Roger Miller, and most of the players won't know who that is, but back in the day he was a hero, and an Asian hero, but for us he's awesome. He was a handful, a complete handful in the first half for their Forest Green centre backs. He was bouncing into them, and they were bouncing off him, and he was holding the ball up, bringing others into play. And I thought he could be more selfish with his runs in behind. He added that, after the break, and what's important for a goal scorer is scoring that goal, and he was on the spot again.
Yeah, and so often in football, when you go up against 10 men, it becomes a little bit harder to break a team down, but the lads didn't seem to let it faze them. They kept getting forward, kept getting on the ball, and creating their chances as well.
That's right, and I thought the home support here continually backed, the home manager and their team, and we didn't want them to be encouraged by much, this afternoon, and by keeping the ball, we kept them quiet, and we kept our contingent of fans loud and supportive of us, which was very rewarding for the players, especially when we scored the second goal.
Yeah, that second goal as well, Abraham Odo and Matty Daly linking up. Matty Daly came back into the team, but you must be pleased with the quality they showed to them. It's
great to get Matty back in, and maybe it's another goal for him, and he slotted it in nicely, so everybody's growing in confidence. We've just got to make sure that we put ourselves the same way in training and build towards hopefully another good performance next weekend.
Yeah, and obviously, we're 2-0 up, you make a couple of substitutes, bringing on Josh Falcon, Warren Burrell. I know you spoke praising the lads that are coming off the bench, but they really did put in a professional performance and kept us ticking over.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that actually, because they all came on and excelled, and you can only do that if you're supportive of the lads and are in the right frame of mind, to go on. And none of them were sulking for not being selected in the 11. They know they're vital players for us, have been for some time, a few of them, but they came on and took hold of the game, and there's no one better than Josh Falkenham to command a game, in situations like that. So I'm grateful to have such a good bunch.
Yeah, and finally, the Guernsey next week. I mean, this squad seems to be going from strength to strength. You're looking for them to kick on again and hopefully get another 3 points?
Well, they've had quite a dramatic game today, drawing 5-5 in Notts County, so they may have changed things around a little bit. We'll have to do our homework and due diligence again, so it's going to be a difficult game at our place, and that's this level. It's so tight, and anyone who doesn't turn up quite as yourselves can get run over, and so we'll have to make sure we do it right.
Perfect, Arthur, thank you.
Cheers, thank you.